Okay, welcome to video 5, complex fractions and unit rates. Our objective is using complex fractions to solve unit rate. So what is a complex fraction? It's a fraction where the numerator, denominator, or both contain a fraction. So for example, this is a complex fraction because it has a fraction in the numerator. Here. This is a complex fraction because it has a fraction in the denominator. And this is a complex fraction because it has a fraction in the numerator and the denominator. Now, the other thing I want you to know is, or remember at least, is complex fractions are also ratios, but you can rewrite them as a ratio and they mean the same thing. So 3/4 over 3 is the same as 3/4 to 3. 24 over 5/6 is the same as 24 to 5/6. And 11/9 over 9/7 is really just 11/9 to 9/7. And what you also need to remember is all these things mean the same thing. They mean to divide. So this means 3/4 divided by 3. This means 3/4 divided by 3. This means 24 divided by 5/6. This means 24 divided by 5/6. This means 11/9 divided by 9/7. And this means 11/9 divided by 9/7. So fractions and ratios are really just funny ways to write division problems. So let's look at the following example. Deshaun walks 1/9 of a mile in 1/54 of an hour. Compute the unit rate as a fraction. So what we're trying to find here is how many miles he walks in 1 hour. So we're going to do a couple steps. Oops, sorry about that. All right, step 1 is we're going to fill out the ratio table as we normally would. Step 2, we're going to set up our division problem as we normally would. And then step 3, we're going to remember to keep change flip because that is how we solve division of fractions. So let's go ahead and solve this problem. So the first thing we're going to do is fill out our ratio table. So we're going to do miles per hour. And we know he's going to go 1/9 of a mile. So that's going to go here. And 1/54 of an hour. So that's going to go here. And we're going to we want to find out how far he's going to go in 1 hour. So if we were to write this as a fraction, remember we would just do miles divided by hour. And what that would look like is 1/9 over 1/54. We're going to make a complex fraction. Well, remember this is really just a division problem. So we keep the 1/9. We're going to change that to multiplication, and we're going to flip this bottom fraction. So the problem we're actually solving is 1/9 times 54 over 1. So now we multiply across. 1 times 54 is 54. 9 times 1 is 9. And I can divide by 9 here. 54 divided by 9 is 6. And 9 divided by 9 is 1. So how many miles does he go in 1 hour? Well, the answer is he goes 6 miles in 1 hour. All right. Okay, so here's the next example. A trail mix recipe calls for 1/3 pound of mixed nuts, 4/15 pound of raisins, and 2/5 pounds of granola. What is the ratio, that's going to be an important word here, of raisins to mixed nuts in simplest form? Go ahead and hit pause and do what you think to solve this problem. When you're done, hit play, and we'll check your answer. Okay, welcome back. So we're going to do a ratio. We're not going to find unit rate. And we want the ratio of raisins to mixed nuts. So there are 4/15 pounds of raisins, which is right here. And we're doing a ratio, so we're going to do a colon. and there are 1/3 a pound of mixed nuts. So we need to figure that answer out in simplest form. So remember from the first slide at the beginning that this just means to divide. So we're going to do keep, change, flip. We're going to keep 4/15. We're going to change the colon, which is really division, to multiplication. And we're going to flip the 1/3 to 3/1. So when we multiply across, it gives us 12/15. And when we divide by 3, I get 4/5. So the ratio of raisins to mixed nuts is 4/5. I know it's hard to see. So 4/5. So again, this is all stuff you know how to do. We're just kind of putting it all together. All right, here we go again with another problem. This one says, Ellie used 1/6 of a liter of water to make 1/21 of a casserole. How many liters of water does she need to make an entire casserole? So again, I want you to hit pause and try to do this one on your own. But let me give you a hint. We're not really doing a ratio and we're not doing unit rate either. But what we're doing is we have this casserole over here that is cut basically into 21 pieces. And every one of those pieces, and I'm not going to cut it into 21 because I don't have enough room, but for every one of those pieces, she has to use 1/6 a liter of water. So hit pause and use that information to see if you can figure out how to solve this problem. Okay, welcome back. So in every piece, she needs 1/6 a liter of water. So this piece, this piece, this piece, and on and on and on, 21 times. So I could add 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 and do that 21 times, or I could just take the 1/6 and multiply it by the 21 pieces I have and get an answer. So remember, we have to put this over 1. We're going to multiply across. 1 times 21 is 21. 6 times 1 is 6. I'm going to divide by 3 to simplify. 21 divided by 3 is 7. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So you can leave your answer like that, or if you feel crazy, you can convert it into a mixed number. If you did that, that's fine. The answer for a mixed number would be 3 1/2. So either 3 1/2 or 7/2 is an acceptable answer. So if you got that, great job. So let's look at our last example. Franklin walked half of a mile in 8.5 minutes. What is the unit rate in miles per minute? So go ahead and pause and solve this problem. And when you have the answer, go ahead and hit play and we'll check it. Okay, welcome back. Let's go ahead and check your work. So we're doing unit rate here. So I'm going to do a box. I know how you guys love the boxes. And we're doing miles per minute. So I'm going to do miles on top and minute on the bottom. So we're going to go half of a mile in 8.5 minutes. And I want to know how long it's going to take me to go 1 minute. Or how far I'm going to go in 1 minute, I'm sorry. So before I start this though, I need to get rid of this 8 1/2. So we're going to convert it by doing 2 times 8 plus 1, which is 17/2. So now I can solve my problem. I have my miles, which is 1/2, and I need to divide it by my minutes, which is 17/2. So remember, a complex fraction, which is this, is just really a division problem. If this is really just 1/2 divided by 17/2. So that means we're just going to keep the 1/2, change the division and multiplication, and flip the second fraction. So we're going to do 1/2 times 2/17. I'm going to multiply across, and I get 2/34. I'm going to simplify by dividing by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 34 divided by 2 is 17. So my answer is 1/17 of a mile. So that means I'll go 1/17 of a mile in 1 minute. So I hope that was sort of painless for you. Again, all stuff you know, we're just putting it all in together. So when you do the worksheet today for homework or independent work, go back to these problems to help you on that assignment. All right, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.